The question is it waterproof? Well, I have to say that's pretty good. Looks like it's 5-gallon bucket approved. Hey guys, what is going on? Nick here with Gear Nut, and Flashlight Z sent down another light for us to check out. This is going to be the Klarus XT2C, and when you get it, you're going to have to take and remove this little plastic isolator down in here. So let's unscrew this tail cap, and let's pop this plastic isolator out, and let's take a look at the battery they give you, because they do include a battery. This is the Klarus brand batteries. It's an 18650 and it's a 2600 milliamp hour battery, so it's nice that they do include a battery for you right out of the box. Let's put that in there, positive side down, and if you look in here, you got gold plating on your spring, you have some really good threads on here, and a really nice O-ring. They do include a couple extra O-rings and a lanyard and a metal split ring. And they do include a belt sheath with this light, and the belt pouch or the belt sheaths or the belt holsters, whatever you guys want to call them, are pretty awesome by Klarus. So I haven't lost a light yet, and I've used several of them, so I can vouch for those. And screw this on here, there's no issues, it's easy finding threads. The Klarus XT2C is more on the tactical side of the flashlight. So if you're looking for an EDC light that's a little bit more on the tactical side, or that doesn't have like a crownulated bezel or a strike bezel on it, you don't want that tearing your pocket up, and you don't want too much aggressive jimping and stuff like that, then you're going to want to check the Klarus XT2C out. Because it is more on the tactical side, it's going to start off in turbo, which is going to be 1100 lumens. So this is your on and off, this is your mode selector, or if the light is off, you can access your strobe with this secondary switch. I'm falling in love with this dual switch on the tail cap from Klarus. It's freaking awesome. So I'm going to turn this light on and we'll start talking about it. So you push and click that and your light turns on. It's going to start off in turbo, that's 1100 lumens, and that'll run for 2.5 hours. So now if you hit your secondary switch on the back, this metal toggle, if you tap that, it's going to take it into medium, which is 300 lumens. That's going to run for 7.5 hours. You tap that switch again, and it's going to take you to low, which is 10 lumens for 190 hours. So let's turn that off. Strobe warning, if you take and press this when the light's off, the strobe's gonna come on. So if you have an issue with strobes, look away for a second. So you tap that, just tap it, it goes momentary, and that's 1100 lumens for 7.5 hours on your strobe. And if you hold it for a second, it's going to stay on. And all you have to do is tap your little metal switch and it just turns off. So instant turbo and instant strobe anytime you want it on the tail cap, and you can dim the light down. So it's a really simple light to use, and if you guys are wondering, if you are in turbo and you want strobe, you just push and hold that secondary switch and it goes into strobe, and tap it and it comes out. So Klarus, excellent job on the XT2C. This thing is impact resistant to 1.5 meters. It's Ipx8 Waterproof, and it's a pretty awesome light. If you guys are wondering what LED this one is running, this is going to be a Cree XP-L-HIV3 LED. So it's got a really nice LED in there, and it's a freaking awesome light if you're looking for a tactical light. So it will run on 2 CR123A batteries as well. Let's pull this out and let's pop some of those in. Let's try that out. So it's nice to have multiple battery options. Let's see if they got a wiggle, you know, because a lot of times there's no wiggle, you know, so it's got a really nice spring tension to it, and it works. It works extremely well. So if you do, strobe it, there we go. Let's see if the levels work. So it's got multiple batteries that you can use. You can use a single 18650, or you can use two CR123As. I'm rolling with some Surefires right now. So if your battery dies on you, you can just use some backup CR123s, but I really like those 18650s. It's one of my favorite batteries for a flashlight. If you guys are wondering about the pocket clip, let me set this down and the size of this flashlight. So the background grid here is 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Each one of these squares is going to be 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. So if you're wondering about the size, you can kind of look at that, and we will get a side profile here in a second. Let me roll this down here, line it up, and the light is going to stop right about here at this top line. So that gives you an idea how big this light is, and it also gives you an idea how much of your pocket clip is going to stick out. So it's not a deep carry pocket clip, but it does work. I can vouch for it. It's extremely easy to grab this portion that sticks out and pull it out of your pocket, and it's not too aggressive on the knurling, so it's not really going to rip your pocket up. And these heat fins that they have right here are not too protrusive. They don't stick up too high, but they do stick up just a little bit, so you might get a little pocket wear from that. And as this does indicate, this emitter on the head does get hot. When you're using this in turbo, this does get extremely warm. If you knock it down to medium, the 300 lumens, and if you have to use it for a long time, I would recommend using it in the 300 lumen because it doesn't get as hot. It's very controllable, very manageable, and it works. So the reflector on the inside of here is going to be an orange peel reflector. I'll roll in some backyard footage. This thing has no problem lighting up the backyard. It puts out more than enough light, 1100 lumens. It is a beast. So if you're looking for more of a tactical light on the EDC, or a tactical light for your bedstand, night table, however you guys want to classify that, this is a really good option. It's easy to access these with gloves. Both of those switches, they're easy to use. This flashlight does not tail stand, so it will not tail stand. So if that is an issue for you, you know, you might consider something else. But I want to give a big thank you to Flashlight Z for sending this down for us to review. Go down in the description box below. I'll have a link to their website, and I will have a link to this light. This is the generation number 2. The first generation does not have 1100 lumens, and it is in a military gray style color. So make sure you look at this and make sure it's an 1100 lumen and black, and that's the light we got. So check those links below. Go show those guys some support and some love, because Flashlight Z has been helping out the channel with the Klarus brand videos. This light does not come with a charger, so you're going to have to get a charger that charges 18650s, or you're going to have to use some CR123As. And over there at Flashlight Z, they do have chargers and batteries, so check those out as well. Every once in a while they do have a 10% coupon code, so hit that subscribe to their mailing list and get those coupon codes from them, and it'll knock the price down. So stay tuned for the backyard footage, and I believe I dropped this in a 5-gallon bucket. So it is waterproof, I can vouch for that. It's a pretty tough light. It's taken some spills and it hasn't had any issues. I've dropped it several times and it's got some marks, but it doesn't have any issues. So stay tuned, and if you guys are interested in this, check that description box out. So this is going to be the Klarus XT2C. It starts off in turbo. That's 1100 lumens. And it is more than enough for around your backyard. Do you guys see that? Take it down to medium, 300 lumens, goes clear over to the neighbor's houses, and there's your low of 10 lumens. So, pretty cool. Now let's take it over to strobe. Strobe warning. That's a lot of fun.